Hi, my name is Janet Barlow, and Brother Bill, the pastor of our church, challenged us to do a 3-minute redemption story. So here's mine. At 9 years old, I accepted Jesus as my Savior and was baptized at Calvary Temple Church in Florence, Alabama by Brother Bobby Lowry. Shortly after that, my family began attending Faith Tabernacle Church where Brother Henry Milton was pastor, and I attended many worship services, youth groups, and Bible studies there and grew close to the Lord. Soon after college, though, I began to drift away from God and even quit attending church. I began to party with my friends and lived a very selfish and self-centered lifestyle. Later, I dated and married an unbeliever. Um, Shortly after we married and had kids, I did begin to attend church again, but I suffered many consequences as a result of marrying an unbeliever and not putting Jesus as Lord of my life. My husband didn't respect me or our marriage vows, so after many years of prayer and even forgiveness, I left the marriage and soon found myself repeating some of the same sins I had as a youth. I began dating unbelievers and finally realized that I needed to put God first. So I cried out to Him and asked Him for forgiveness again, and He brought this prodigal daughter back home. Shortly after that, I began to pray for a Christian man to marry and to date, and I met my soon-to-be husband, Bill Barlow, the pastor of our church, at a basketball game about 3 hours after that prayer. So I tell everybody that that's the fastest prayer I've ever had answered. My kids went to that school and we met and got to know each other and married about a year later. But in 2015, my sister Robin Wood was diagnosed and passed away with cancer. She passed 3 years to the day that Bill and I married, but I'm reminded that God is still faithful and He has brought me through many storms and valleys. One of my favorite life verses has been through Jeremiah 29:11 that says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope in the future." So my prayer today is that if you don't know Him, you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.